Right now the market's pretty easy. Rates are favorably low and should be pressing lower. We have things like the market on our side, values are still very good, and we're getting a lot of referrals. This is not the time to sit back and just say, I've got it good. It's the time to say, I'm not good enough, and I want to get great. So I want to show you all today how to make the leap from being good at what you do to being great at what you do. So when the market does change and it hinges on who's the best expert, you don't have a drop off. You just get better and better and better and better. The question I have for you guys, and it is about today, raising your bar. Why can't you make 7 figures in a year? It's not like you need 10 fingers on one hand to make it happen. No one that makes 7 figures in this business is different. They don't breathe differently. They don't sleep differently. It's about 24 hours in a day and how you use the hours that makes the biggest impact. So my challenge for you all today in thinking about this lesson is, what is the number one reason why many people never reach their goals? And I believe it is the refusal to try and make the actual ask to make that leap. First of all, let's talk about what is taking a leap in loans. It's number one, getting rid of all your baggage. All the things that you walk into Monday with that are hanging over your head, you gotta leave it behind. I'm talking mentally. I'm talking the fight with your spouse, your kids kicking, screaming, going to school, the fact that bills are due, the fact that you maybe had a hangover from the weekend. Leave all that behind. It is Monday and nothing can hold you back. Your mind must be clear. Your body's not gonna follow an unclear mind. So get rid of baggage. And that is, don't sweat the interest rates. I hate watching rates. I don't even watch prices anymore. Rates can go up, rates can come down. It shouldn't affect what you do during your day. It simply can't affect you. If rates dictate your day, you're giving up your control over the outcome of your business. Rates are a function of what you do, but you aren't selling rates, you're selling loans. It's calling your clients and ask what they need weekly. What do they need? Your clients are real people with real needs. So drop the baggage of the rates are good or the rates are bad, so I'm gonna act according to the interest rates. Then all you are is a teller at a bank taking an order and saying, next up, please. Be more than that. That's baggage. Don't sweat when loans don't close. We all lose them and nobody bats 1,000. It's your ability to recover from the losses that are gonna make you different. You wanna be a 7-figure earner? The key is get the next deal. Your most important deal is the next. Making a leap in mortgage is forgetting and not sweating the small stuff. Lose the attitude, the refer me attitude that we all have. It's Monday and we want to call around for referrals. The mindset of referrals boggles my mind. You should not be in this business for referrals. Yes, if you do a good job, that's going to happen, but you can't count on referrals to run your business. It's unscalable. If those clients who refer you business go out of business, you're struggling again. Start marketing and getting your own customers. Your attitude should be, when I get a referral, it's icing on top of the cake. It's not my business. Over the weekend, a lot of clients are shopping, agents had open houses, maybe you get 10 referrals that came in. Count those as blessings. Don't have that be your business model. Chase down new business that you do not know from sources you're unfamiliar with, and that's how you make a difference in your game. On the mental side, it's that 0 to 0 approach. Every day you must come out squared up with your mind on your business like you've never done this before. I don't care if you had a good month or a bad month. The ability to turn yourself over every day to be fresh and new will make you ask the right questions. Think about the worst job you ever did. Think about my worst job. It was probably getting carts when I was working at Albertsons and being a bagger, or paper route, one of those two, terrible jobs. The hardest jobs were the worst paying jobs I ever had. Talk about being in high school and chasing carts on a Saturday night at like 11 o'clock. My friends are partying and I'm getting rained on in the Bay Area and I'm having to shag carts until midnight, even until the AM sometimes. Getting paid like $9 an hour, being there all day long to make $100 in shag carts. The things I wouldn't do for $100 today. That was the hardest job I ever had to do. Our job is relatively easy. I sit in this chair, talk on this phone, and I sell loans for a living. And what do? We talk to customers and ask them, how are you? What's going on? What do you need? Oh, you have some debt to pay off? I can help you with that. You want to buy a house? I can help you with that. 5 grand, 10 grand later. What we should really sit back and appreciate how thankful we are to be doing the things that we do. And once you start having an attitude of gratitude, your entire world changes. No one owes you a thing. No one owes you a referral. No one owes you a refi. You have to wake up, make the phone ring, call, talk to the phone, and get out there and get it. So if you want to take the leap from good to great, stop with the excuses and thinking you're entitled to anything, because you're not. Go out there and get the business. After you understand the mindset of stopping to be a taker and realize that you're lucky to be in this actual business, you have to start making bigger asks. You only get what you ask for. So are you asking the market to reward you with an endless amount of clients? What we do is write down our goals, our 3 biggest goals, the things you want to accomplish in your life, professionally or personally. Write those damn things down and put them next to your nightstand. And those goals that you write down must be big enough to wake you up in the morning. My goals are humongous. They're so big that I don't even want to go to sleep. If you're just punching the clock, you're not going to make 7 figures. If your goals are big enough, you're going to get up and grind. Most of us have kids on this call. When that kid cried, when your baby was an infant, that cry was big enough to get you up and get out of bed and go see to that kid was okay. That same fire for your business must exist. Otherwise, you'll just be average. So you must get up to make the ask, and I write my goals down on my nightstand, and every night before I go to bed, I look at my goals. And every morning when my alarm goes off, I know my goals are still there and they're not yet accomplished. It's a pursuit of the goal that makes the most impact in your life. And to stop thinking like a robot. Ask your clients better questions. I'll give you an example. On your 1003s, stop asking your clients how many dependents they have, because that's a short version of the question. Start asking, how many kids do you have? Well, my kids, let's say I'm the borrower and I'm 55 years old. I probably have grown children that are in their mid to late 20s. So if you ask me dependents, I'll say, no, they're all grown. And what do we do? Okay, next question. That's the biggest bonehead move of all time if you're a loan officer. Grown kids, let me see. How old are your kids? 25 and 30. What do they do? Engineer and then attorney. Okay, are they married? Yes. Any grandkids? On the way. Do they own? Not yet. Let me talk to them. Start asking questions that lead to you getting paid more money. Why spend 5 seconds on a question that's not going to lead to money? Every single question that you ask a client, your mind should be turning, how can I make money on this deal? Every single question, every fabric of every question out of your mouth. In our last call talked about ABC, always be closing. Well, I say always be looking to get business. No matter where you are, every question on a client's application is a way to get them to know them better or to get business from it. So start making the asks. If you don't ask, you don't get. Ask every single client what they need and they'll tell you. Don't just take an application. The last thing is to set your terms and to live on them. This is your business. You don't owe anybody anything. Once your mindset shifts to you making the right ask and owning your business, you know what kind of partnerships you mesh and don't mesh well with. Why have people on your team or in your culture that aren't good for you? I helped a team here in Orange County grow from less than 10 agents to 150 agents. And it was not my culture, but I was giving the money more respect than the people. So I helped that company of realtors grow to 150. And they were flashy, they were fake, driving these fake BMW leases and not owning homes, and then living the Orange County beach dream, but they were not good realtors. But again, they fed me business, so I walked the walk, I talked the talk, and I went to their office and I pitched it. But in my heart, I knew I'm not being myself here because I'm allowing these agents to take advantage of me. And fortunately, I say fortunately now, they fired me. Why? After growing their entire business, they opened up their own mortgage company without even telling me. behind my back. I get a call saying, don't come to the next sales call. I'm like, what are you talking about? I grew this company from less than 10 to 150. But I knew who they were from the very beginning, and I didn't listen to my better self. All that time that I spent is now gone. I don't owe them anything. They don't owe me anything. It's over. I get some referrals here and there, but not what I deserved. So had I listened to my better self and built my business with partners that respected me, I would made way more money, but lesson learned. Put your time where it counts. Cut bad partnerships. No wasted meetings. No promises to get business because they never are going to happen. Nothing should interrupt your green time. If you want to make money on this business, make bigger asks and value your time a heck of a lot more. If you don't ask, you sure as heck are not going to get. So what's your ask going to be today? What's your ask of yourself, of the world, of your goals? If you want to leapfrog this business and you want to start making the kind of money you deserve, make the asks. Here's my ask. My goal of the world is as follows. I want to coach 10 people to $100 million in production in the next 12 months. My second ask of the world and the market is to get 3 of you to $200 million. And my third ask is, while doing this, I also want to get my own personal team to $200 million. I'm putting it out there because I believe the world works weird. When you put something out there, it's an actual thing that you have to do. And I will work to make sure every single day I rise and I grind with those 3 goals on my nightstand, because at 3 o'clock in the morning, when my alarm goes off, I think 3 of you are going to get to $200 million, 10 of you to $100 million, and what that will do is that will change your life. And once I've changed your lives, you'll change other people's lives as well. So get up with a hunger and a ferocity today. Start your week out by making bigger asks. Have more respect for yourself than to go towards meetings that aren't going to lead towards yield, and focus on crushing it. That's all I got. Make your ask and crush your Monday. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. We had a ton of fun shooting it. We've got a lot more content like it coming out, so stay tuned. If you're a loan officer or realtor and want my team to handle your social media, click on the button below.